Your power is so tangible that everyone can feel it around you. That is why you are so polarizing. That is why you are so magnetic. People are either irresistibly drawn to it or intimidated by it. Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls of YouTube. My name is Dans. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless, intuitive, and tarot readings for anyone with any placements. And today we are starting again with a huge intuitive download. So get yourself ready. You might hear some clicking in the background. You might see me sipping on my iced coffee. You get comfortable too. You get the things that you like to stim and fiddle with, and you get your drink, and let's get into this. So we've had a backlog of downloads because I didn't have a chance to film. So you're probably going to be seeing this on 11/11. If so, happy 11/11. I hope that you are doing something so special to bring in something magical into your world. What I am doing and why I am so busy and not able to do the daily downloads and the daily readings is because I am releasing a song. My song comes out on 11/11. If you want to follow me, my music and my musical journey, you can follow me on Instagram. That's Danzy. The link is in the handle is in the description box below. I don't talk about tarot at all there though, so that might not be your thing. If you're just here for the vibes, stay here for the vibes. So let's get into this download. Now, the first thing that was said is, you are not who they think you are. You never were. There's a big thing here about finding identity and finding your place within the grand scheme of things, especially if you feel like you've been surrounded by people that have been projecting a certain image of you or wanting to think a certain thing about you, and you in yourself succumbing to that. Parts of you wants them to be right and needs them to be right. Your mind is terrified of the version of you that can exist without their projected image of you, because for so long you were surrounded by people who are also terrified of who you would become if they didn't drag you down and bind you. They were so afraid of your light, and it made you afraid of your own light. I do feel for a lot of people that resonate with this particular message that you have been in situations that were incredibly binding, incredibly trapping, incredibly like suffocating, and places where you felt like you were almost comfortable with the version of yourself that they imposed upon you, that they projected onto you. And you could have been in really toxic situations for such a long time that being out of that situation and not having that projected image of you, and you having to create that new identity or realizing your truest identity and your highest self can be a really scary thing. Sometimes succumbing to a projected version of yourself, if you've been conditioned to deal with that for such a long time, it's not easier, but it's more comfortable and it's more known. So even on a subconscious level, if you are escaping a situation that was toxic, part of you can gravitate towards the person that they said that you were, even if you never were that person. So I feel like this particular message is for some people who are in some of the darkest parts of your healing journey. You might feel like you're regressing. You might feel as though your healing is going backwards. You might feel as though you are becoming the exact thing that all of those people said that you were. You might feel as though they were right. You might feel like you are gaslighting yourself in a way. Or maybe you might be thinking to yourself 333 on the clock. You might be thinking to yourself, maybe they were right about me all along, because I have all these examples that I am doing and I am being these things that they said about me. What you've got to understand is that because you've been so conditioned to believe those things about you and listen and believe that these people that you cared about were speaking truthfully to you about yourself, that when you were away from that, like that in itself, that projected image of yourself was comfortable. It was known. It was something that you learnt how to cope with, even though it was extremely unhealthy and not at all true. That was something that you knew how to deal with. What you maybe don't know how to deal with is how to be free from that situation and how to redefine yourself. And on a subconscious level, part of the healing can include regressing into the person that they said that you were, because part of you is trying to cling on to something that feels comfortable. It's like when if you were to have the your air conditioning or your thermostat set to a certain temperature, and that's a comfortable temperature, and let's say that room is actually getting too hot, and you open the window and it cools it down. Everything starts to cool down. It's exactly what that room needed, was an open window to get rid of all that stagnant air. What's the thermostat going to do? Even though that change has happened, even though it might be a more comfortable room, that thermostat is going to go even hotter to try and get the temperature back to where it was. We work like that as well. It doesn't matter that it's better for us. It doesn't matter that we are healthier. It feels uncomfortable. So we try and regress back on very subconscious levels. And that's what we're getting into here. Your mind is terrified of the version of you that can exist without their projected image, because for so long you were surrounded by people who were also terrified of who you could become if they didn't drag you down and bind you. They were so afraid of your light, and they made you afraid of your own light. But being afraid of your light is being afraid of your own healing. Your healing lies in you finding your light and truly uninhibitedly finding yourself. Your light is waiting for you. It always has been waiting for you in the places you have been the most afraid to go. Let's have a look at that for a second. Let's have a look at the places that you are most afraid to go. The places in your mind that you feel uncomfortable with. The places that you start to think of and you want to go eat some food, or you want to go put on a YouTube video, or you want to go for a walk and listen to a podcast. None of these things, food and podcasts and YouTube videos, aren't inherently bad things, but they are things that we can sometimes use to escape our own discomfort. A way of numbing a feeling that we don't want to feel. And sometimes, in fact, a lot of the time, culturally, we are encouraged not to feel. But in your deepest feelings lies your truth and lies your light. If you allow yourself to be uncomfortable, if you allow the inner child version of yourself to be sad, to be upset, to be disappointed, to feel uncomfortable in social situations, to feel inadequate, it's actually okay. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel these feelings. Life is allowed to be hard. Life is allowed to be uncomfortable. And you don't have to be getting through things perfectly. And it manifests, when we think that way, it manifests as us just pushing down all of our feelings by getting our mind onto something else. But in your feelings lies all of your truth, lies all of your light. There is so much that your feelings want to tell you about things that made you uncomfortable, things that you felt were difficult, things that you felt were unjust. Your light is waiting for you. It always has been waiting for you in the places you have been most afraid to go. The encouragements following this: dance more, move more, and you will find a version of yourself that was locked away and is waiting to be set free. When I got this download, I hear 90s music. I feel like for a lot of you, 90s, 2000s, like trashy 90s, 2000 music. You need to indulge in that music that you taught yourself is trash, because an older version of yourself decided that you were too evolved to listen to that music. No, not anymore. No. You're going to go back. You're going to listen to Pussycat Dolls, and you're going to throw that on and you're going to shake it. Or whatever that happens to be for you. Maybe it's AC/DC. Whatever that happens to be for you, whatever happens to be the thing that lights up your fire, that you maybe would feel more ashamed, more uncomfortable getting into, but part of you wants to have that fun, that wants to enjoy these things without judgment, without you being ashamed of yourself. The arms of the universe are waiting to hold you, embrace you, and lift you as you come into your light and into your truest self. You don't need to be afraid. There is nothing and no one that you can trust more than the light that is innate within you. You have nothing to fear and nothing to lose. There is a dormant power waiting within you to be unlocked. The power to heal, transmute, and alchemize. You are here to turn pain into joy in every way, on every level. There is something so much more significant here at play than just you learning to find yourself. Like, that path is so important, but it is so important because there is a power within you that is not only going to transform your pain, but teach you how to help others do the same. And this is oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm hearing the word spiritual weapon. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. Can I use that? I'm going to look that up. But it is a spiritual power. It's a spiritual force. It is a very important thing that coming up in the next coming days, months, years, you are going to need this power because you're going to come into contact with a lot of people that have so much pain that they are carrying within themselves, 1111, that you are going to teach them how to turn their pain into power, to turn their pain into joy, to release themselves of the shackles of the pain, the hurt. This is a huge thing that you are being handed, a huge gift. And it all lies in you feeling, like truly, truly feeling your feelings. You are both the divine masculine and feminine. You are both vulnerability and strength. You are destruction and creation because you can have no one without the other. You are the yin yang, the push pull, and you embody that in your actions, your words, and your energy. You are both the divine masculine and feminine. You are both vulnerability and strength. You are destruction and creation because you can have no one without the other. There is so much dichotomy here in this. There's that opposites thing that's really going on, that's really in play with this reading. And it really allows for so much forgiveness for all of the best and all of the worst parts of you, because one can't exist without the other. You can't have healing without the pain. You can't have healing without the hurt. You can't learn how to be this absolute alchemist of pain and turn that into joy if there were not pain to begin with. You cannot make way for incredible things in your life without first destroying the things that don't belong there. You can't manifest in the external masculine energy world without doing the internal feminine energy work. Things would be so out of balance if things were just external or just internal. If they were just masculine or just feminine. Again, we're not even talking about genders here. We're talking about the external, the internal, which every single person has. And you can't have one without the other. And if you do have one without the other, it's so out of balance. You can't, it's not an effective system. And you show up in this reading as both of these things, fully evolved in these things, fully embracing the push-pull and the necessity of both of these things. Look to yourself and you will always find the answer. You already know what you need to do. You don't even need readings. Let's be real. All of these readings do is give you affirmations for the things that you already know about yourself. And a lot of people need that. I need that. I listen to readings. There are some readings that I love, some readers on YouTube that inspire me, and I'll listen to every single day because their energy is just so glowing and constantly inspires me to fully believe in myself, the best versions of myself. We just need affirmation, but you already know what to do. And if maybe this is that affirmation that you need, that you already know what to do, you already know what to do. Sometimes the belief isn't all the way there. That's why sometimes we need validation. We need affirmation. So let this be that. Make sure that you are reinforcing that and know that it is okay, but also know that you already know what to do. You already know what to do. Your power is so tangible that everyone can feel it around you. That is why you are so polarizing. That is why you are so magnetic. People are either irresistibly drawn to it or intimidated by it. Your polarization is a God-given filter to show you who belongs in your life and who does not. Do not change your looks, your words, or your actions to please or appease. You will be rendering this God-given filter absolutely useless. And in doing so, the universe cannot protect you. Like this is one of the biggest messages for all of the people pleasers out there. Your power is so tangible that everyone can feel it around you. That is why you are so polarizing. That is why you are so magnetic. People are either irresistibly drawn to it or intimidated of it. And your polarization is a God-given filter to show you who belongs in your life and who doesn't. If you change how you look, if you change your words, if you're constantly hypervigilant about, if I say this thing, if I don't say that thing, then maybe I'll be more liked, maybe I'll be this, you are rendering that God-given filter that the universe is using to protect you. It's useless. You're bypassing it. Your energy is something so innate in you. It's a protection there. It's the way that the universe is protecting you. And if you are bypassing that, the universe cannot protect you. Don't change how you look. Like, you want to dye your hair, you want to get a haircut, like, sure. But don't think that you need to change how you look to try and get into other places, to be accepted by other people. Don't change it for those reasons. Don't change how you're talking to people if you're trying to be more liked by people. Don't change your actions just to please and appease. We're not doing pleasing, we're not doing appeasing here, because we are bypassing the universe's protection if we do that. Your own authentic divine energy is your protection. This is how you are being protected. You need to be so aware of this so you aren't accidentally or deliberately bypassing the protection. This is the first form of defense the universe has given you. It's your innate energy. Let's get into some tarot cards. Let's do it. Okay. I would love to hear what affirmations you guys have been using lately. Drop it in the comments below. Something that I have constantly breathed, and an affirmation that I have been using a lot recently. Something that I've really needed to affirm to myself. And it's something that I know. But my affirmation is, I am powerful, I am valuable, I am healing, and I am loved. That's my affirmation. If you want to use it, I would love to hear yours, because I'm sure you guys have some great affirmations, and sometimes we need it. Sometimes your girl Dans needs it too. Let me know what you've got on hand. We have Page of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, and we have the Lovers. Whew. Been getting into these downloads so much, I almost feel like I haven't been as connected to the tarot cards. But as soon as they come up, I feel like this rush of messaging coming through. You have taken some kind of action in the last, I want to say 3 months, 6 months? 3 to 6 months. You've taken this large amount of action, and it is really creating entirely new pathways for you. I do believe that it is actually bringing you some kind of romantic love that is so true, so abundant, so good, so healing for you. I feel like so necessary for you. I feel like when the universe looks down on this love, it's just like, oh, I'm so glad that they found you. I'm so glad that you two found each other, because that was what we meant for. We meant for you two to meet each other and find each other. But I really feel like I'm getting this imagery of it says Wheel of Fortune. I'm seeing the TV show Wheel of Fortune, almost like this is your round. This is your time to be so ridiculously lucky. Like, you've spun that wheel so many times. You've been working hard. You've been grinding, and you're like, oh, I almost feel like, what's the point in spinning this wheel one more time? And this time it's going to be the jackpot. Like, you are winning the jackpot with this one. You are absolutely winning the jackpot with the things that you've done. Everything that you have worked for up till this point, it's coming through. Because you are accepting your light. I really feel like you're protecting yourself. You're setting those boundaries. Universe, please, insight and information for this Good collective. One more, thank you. Oh my gosh, so many cards want to come out. Okay. Whew. King of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups, the Hermit. Wow. Okay. Some of you may be teachers, mentors. Some of you have been kind of like cast out of the fold, cast out of the group in some situations. But this has been the best possible thing for you. You being cast out, you being excluded was exactly the plan that the universe needed, was exactly the plan that the universe has decided for you because you needed this. You needed this. You were so, I don't like using the word insecure, but that's the word that's coming up. You were so kind of insecure and not strong in your convictions within yourself that you really, like the download was saying, dependent on how other people saw you for your self-esteem. If I'm liked by them, then I'm valuable. That was kind of the narrative that was running for you. And whether you left this situation or you were cast out of the situation, it was because they didn't value you highly enough and you were basing your opinion on yourself on them. And they weren't seeing you accurately. Or I even feel like for some people, they were seeing you accurately and they'd never tell you. They would never tell you how talented you are. They would never tell you how beautiful you are. They wouldn't tell you if they saw you as beautiful because this was a toxic group of people. They wanted to see you in the dirt. They wanted to see you unwell. They wanted to see you below. You were cast out of this situation and it was the best possible thing to ever happen to you. Because you learned how to grow your view of yourself on your own. You are more abundant than you have ever been in that situation, and it's been hard and you've had to go from nothing to everything. But you did that on your own without anyone's help. Especially not theirs, not that they were going to help you in the first place. We have this Five of Cups, we have the Hermit. There has been deep introspection here. I do see a lot of you as well doing some self-help, and I'm for it. I'm all about it. Like, do it. Get on the books, read the audiobooks. We love a podcast. If you have any book recommendations, if you have any podcast recommendations, drop it below. I've been really getting into Diary of a CEO is a good one. School of Greatness I was on for a little bit as well. Have dabbled in the Joe Dispenza stuff, the Tony Robbins. Have probably moved a little bit away from those now, but they all have really helpful things to keep in mind, and without a doubt, those techniques have helped me. So I would love to know what things you have been taking on to help you, if self-help has been a bit of a journey for you. But you've been knocked down, and did you get up again? Boy, did you get up again. You got up again. You're taking care of yourself, you're filling your cup, and that is leading you to so much abundance. It is going to put you in a place where you are very happily, comfortably abundant. I know that some of you might not feel like that right now, but you are coming into that very, very soon. It's coming very, very soon. Let's pull one last lot of cards, universe, please. And then we're going to get into our oracles. I think we're going to get a different oracle. I think we're going to use the sacred geometry ones today after our normal ones. We have the Devil, we have Justice, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. Something that you have done moving forward is going to bring massive justice to a toxic situation that you are in, without a doubt. Immediately, like, I'm like shaking with the energy of this. Like, you have done something massive. You've done something really big, and it is going to shake through the circles that you have been that have been really, really toxic. It is going to shake through the people that have held you down, and it's going to take you forward. Your justice is coming. Your justice is here. Nothing more about it, nothing more to say. That's just the way it is. Universe, please. Last words, insight, information for the beautiful souls that have made their way to this reading. I hope that you are having a beautiful day today. It is really sunny here in Melbourne at the moment. Like, I sound like a weather channel, but it is summer at the moment. So I don't know where y'all are at. I know that in the US, I think, I don't know, US is so big. I lived in the US for, I don't know, like 6 months, like a second, in Florida, and it was just warm all the time. And I know that the US is so big that it's like, I could say that it's winter and some places it's just still hot. So let me know what it's like where you're at. We have Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided and you're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. We're really focusing in on the 2 ideas that we kind of got from the download is 1, you already know what to do. And the light and the truth that you have within you, that is your guidance. That is your power. If you need to, go back and re-listen to the intuitive download part of this video. I think there was one line that I really feel called to repeat. Being afraid of your light is being afraid of your own healing. There is a dormant power waiting within you to be unlocked. The power to heal, transmute, alchemize. You are here to turn pain into joy in every way, on every level. You already know what to do. You just need to keep doing it. All right, let's pull 1 card from the sacred geometry. We have the 2nd chakra. The energy of the sacral chakra helps us to navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. Now, when we talk about the sensual world, we don't always mean like pleasurable sensual. Like, that's not, like, it totally can mean that, in which case, go for it, enjoy yourself, be safe, be consenting, it's all good. But immerse yourself in things that feel good. Immerse yourself in things that feel uncomfortable. Let yourself feel your feelings. Let yourself feel uncomfortable if that is how you need to be. Don't close it off with a YouTube video or a podcast where you're just going to think about something else entirely and never look at that feeling. Or you're going to go eat something delicious. Like, don't get me wrong, eat something delicious, but eat something delicious after you've had the feeling. Have the feeling first. Fully feel the feeling. Sit with that discomfort. Know your senses, know yourself, listen to what they have to say, journal about it, say what comes up. If any flashes come back of memories, journal on it. Even if you're just writing what happens again, so you can take a step back and kind of see what has changed about how I perceive the situation. I know more information now. How can I recontextualize what kind of happened there? What is my body trying to tell me about some kind of limiting belief or lesson that I learned from that situation that carries on to this day, that inhibits me? There are lessons to be learned in your pain and your discomfort. Let yourself feel it. And just as much, let yourself feel so much joy. Listen to the music you loved as a child and as a teenager and jump around. Jump around. There is some kind of, I encourage this because there's some energy within you that needs to be like shaken awake. So throw it down, drop it low, pick it up slow, do what you need to do. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading, and I'll see you on the next one.